What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Happy Saturday. I hope everyone is enjoying themselves on this 4th of July weekend. You are rocking out the Saturday with your boy Kings and Dreams, and we got a special interview. Uh, One of my good friends here, author, coach, um, Passport King. We gonna get right into it, man. Can't wait for this one. But first,
Want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Damn, her did this?
I don't need no one to save me. I was born to be the greatest. All that time in that basement, all that time isn't wasted. Rapping getting faded. I just wanna tell my mom that I made it. Just wanna be the topic of the conversation. Used to rock the gold plated. Now I'm wearing gold chains like I'm famous.
again, what's going on, everybody? It's Kings and Dreams. Happy Saturday. Hope you all are getting ready for 4th of July. My guest, he's been on this channel before. He was a part of the Unity of the Manosphere series. So if you guys have not checked that out, please check that out. Unity in the Manosphere. I believe he was in parts 2 and 3. So definitely a great series. This man is well traveled, has traveled to at least 40 plus countries. He's written 40 plus books. Talks to men and women about interrelationship dynamics. So you're gonna see the conversation that he and I having in the background here. But now is the man of the hour, man. What's going on, man? Afi Kingdom, how you doing?
What's going on, my brother? How are you? How's everybody and the listeners? Doing good, man. How's everything with you, my bro?
Man, I'm doing well, man. I'm glad that we were able to do this, man. Because I know schedules and things of that sort. You got a lot of things on your plate, vice versa. So I'm glad that we are able to knock it out, man. For real, for real. And we've been trying to get this one-on-one thing for a while, man.
My bad. Go. I hear you.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure because I heard like a little bit of feedback.
We good. Go ahead. I hear you.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was just saying, we have been trying to get the one-on-one interview, for a minute there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
man. Shout out to my boy. I see you.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely. Shout out to my brother, the Flyboy Way, man. Hey, listen, I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but I actually went to high school with the Flyboy Way, so that's my guy for real, man.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Um, it, you know, so we're gonna be talking about you traveling, the countries that you've been to, your experiences, your experiences, what got you to being an author, and we'll talk about dating and relationships. So first thing I really want to start with is you being um, an author of 40 plus books, man. So let's kind of bring it back to the beginning. What like enticed you to start writing books or writing? Because that's a skill within itself.
Yeah. Um, I was always writing, bro. I was always a writer. I used to write raps and I used to do poetry and stuff like that. Before I started YouTube, I had two books completed, but I didn't understand how to do independent publishing at first. I had a consultation with Ron Wills, and he gave me the game. And then from then, I put out the first two. They went number one, and it was just on from cracking from there.
Okay, so for my audience who may not know, who was Ron Wills?
Oh, Ron Wills, he's a prominent author and YouTuber. He's an OG in the space. R.O.M. Wills, and he actually wrote the foreword for one of my books, Conversation with the Souls, too. So he's an OG in the game. Hmm.
Okay, all right. Just a heads up, we hearing a little bit of background, little static on your end, but it's okay. We'll still roll with it.
Okay.
Okay, so you did a consultation with him, and then that's when you just started writing. And you said you've been writing raps and things of that sort, right? Okay. Now, how long have you been writing books? How many years has that been?
My first book I dropped it was August 2020.
Okay. So you're about three and a half. Well, no, almost 3 years in. Almost 3 years in. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And so what would you say is um your most your most valuable book?
I like the conversation with the soul, man, because that whole series is written to be filmed. The first one is written to be a film, and the second one is meant to be an episodic TV show, kind of like Tales from the Dark Side kind of vibe. The third
Okay.
one picks up where the first one left off. It's just a whole story, and then each of the characters kind of have like the Marvel universe, so they have their own extensions and shit like that too. So that's my favorite. But my most popular is Dominance Mindset of a King, obviously because it's about dating.
Yeah.
I know that's a surprise, right? But
Right,
that,
right, right.
that's the most successful one, Dominance Mindset of a King.
I got you. So that one is the most successful one. Okay. You know what? Let let's let's kind of jump right into it, man. Dominant mindset of a king. Why that title? Why that book? Do you think is so popular? So let's go with the title, man. What made you choose that particular title?
Um, just my whole brand is about having a dominance mindset and being a king.
Yeah.
Um, my first book was Conversation with the Mind, and then my second book was Finesse Game, which is a dating book for women,
Hmm.
and it's to make them pretty much submissive. So the third one, I had to get a fella something, so I didn't really get the fellas their dating book because I was a quote unquote dating coach.
Yeah.
But it took me to the third book to put that out, so they were waiting on that one because,
Right.
like I said, the first one was a little deep, and then the second one was for women, and so they were waiting for the dating principle book. So for me, it's all about the dynamics of dating. It's not really about how many you have or shit of that nature. It's about the dynamics between you two. That's the important part to me. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
if you have a woman in your life, she needs to make your life easier. I tell people that if you're in a relationship and you're not evolving and you're not happy, you should just get out of it. You know what I mean? There's gonna be ups and downs, but at the same time, that's kind of on some day to day shit. So if you find somebody that you cool, man, rock with them because you're gonna try to step out trying to find something, and things always look better from a distance. You feel me?
Yeah. So I guess what you're trying to say is, people think that the grass is greener on the other side when it technically may not be.
hmm Yeah,
Right.
just appreciate your growth and what you have.
Right, right, right. Yeah, no, that's true. If you're not happy in a relationship and or marriage, some people just stick it out, and then they end up becoming miserable, and then actually they take that the miserable that they dealt with into other relationships, and then I think that becomes a domino effect, right?
hmm
I got you. So I wanted to play a clip. You talk about one of your books is called Finesse Game, where you giving women the game, right? Because I know here on this channel we always talk about men and things of that sort, but I kind of want to switch it up. I want people to see you actually are giving some advice to women, and I think that that's important for them to see. Let me just pull this up really quick. All right. I see that y'all can see it. All right, let me let this play.
Yo, let me add this real quick too, for the ladies. A lot of times too, you guys, not you guys, you ladies need to change your environments too. You see, boom, you keep meeting niggas who ain't shit at the bar. Go to a different bar. When I have an interest for a particular thing, I know where to find it. I don't hope for it. I don't wish for a pond for it and it come to me. If I want to meet a white chick, I'm gonna go to Piedmont. If I want to meet an Asian chick, I'm gonna go to Chinatown. If I want a rich chick, I'm gonna go downtown. If I want to meet a hood chick, I'm gonna go where they shoot dice at.
Facts.
I'm controlling my environment by putting myself in position for what I want.
Right.
You know?
Absolutely. I advise women to do the same. I'm like, you can't go to the same club that you met Pete at and think you're gonna meet a new dude. It's the same dudes in there. Like, take yourself out of the environment. I know it might be a little frustrating, and put yourself somewhere else. Just try it out. You know, I know it might be a little weird at first, but once you get used to it, you like, shoot, let me go over here.
People get too comfortable. People get too comfortable in this society. You know, we live in our own little echo chambers, and you know, unfortunately, people are afraid to step out and go here or step out and go there. My mother was oh my God, exactly just the embodiment of that. And it wasn't until she stepped out of that zone, thanks to my dad, that she finally calmed the hell down. But you know, again, like Afi said, you gotta not wish it, not want it, but just do it. You know, just get it done.
And another thing too, boom. And y'all want to pause, screenshot this shit because this is for real. You gotta stop trying to change these dudes. Stop dating off of potential.
Yeah,
when a man sees the value that you see in yourself, right? If that man sees it, then he will change for you. You won't have to ask him. But see, this is the thing. He may not see it because he ain't got the prescription for it. You feel me? It ain't for him.
That's true. That's true.
I can't drive my Infinity with my Ford Maverick key. It don't work. It don't matter that I'm a good driver though. You see?
It's a fact, man.
Damn, son, where'd you find that?
But just don't.
So I'm gonna stop it right there, man. You know, and so kind of break down what you were saying, because I kind of want to hear from your perspective, brother.
One thing you gotta pay attention to is masculine presence and aura. You see when the player come on, how women chill the fuck out. You're not supposed to be arguing back and forth with women and shit, bro. And women know who they can try that with. So when you got the right presence, man, they'll line up. You know what I mean? But you know, women just they date off hope. They always want to fix somebody. You know, they want to date. They want to date for fun and not for real. I say it like that. They want to date for fun and not for real. And when they want to date for real, you know, that's when that wall hit. You know, it is what it is. You know, so.
Yeah, no, I completely get it, man. I completely get it. I think that's excellent advice, though, because you know, if you're going to the same locations and you end up saying, hey, you know what, I keep, you know, I'm meeting like these guys, these dudes ain't shit or whatever the case is, but you keep going to the same location, so you're gonna meet the same kind of guy. That absolutely makes a lot of sense right there, man. You know, and so when you are coaching men and women, well, what would you say are like the three things that you are usually being asked about?
When men hit me up,
actually, yeah. So do men and then do women.
Women is usually about a person.
Okay.
It's usually about a particular person.
So like a particular individual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Men just fear rejection, and a lot of men fear rejection, and they have anxiety on approaching women too. A lot of guys are really scared to approach random chicks. You know?
Yeah. You know, and I want your take on this, because one of the things that I've mentioned is that we've gotten so comfortable in today's society. You have the dating apps, you have social media, whether it be Tinder, Hinge, Bumble, or Facebook, Instagram, all of these other things, right? So before all of these things had gotten popular, you would have to either approach a woman face to face to get her number, but now you can just match and just send like a message, and get a woman's number just like that. So do you think that with having all of these access to these things has hindered or kind of made the modern day men today more afraid of the rejection?
Um, I say it's a combination of both, man. Some guys just not confident. I mean,
Hmm.
you'll be surprised of how well people can talk and make themselves look over the internet, and then when you talk to them behind the scenes, what's really going on, you'll
Right.
be surprised. Even there's even guys who I know who coach dating, but then sometimes they may even be stuck up on one particular woman. Like you would be surprised, man. There'd be a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes.
Absolutely.
But yeah, guys, they fear rejection, and then a lot of guys too. They they want to get their ex back too. You get that,
Hmm.
you know. You want to guys want to get their ex girlfriend back.
I got you, man. I got you. All right, so let's get into this traveling thing, man. You know, you said that and you and I were talking. You said you've been over 40 countries. Which continent have you visited the most?
Mm, Probably Europe and South America.
Okay, and what would you say? What are like your three favorite countries?
Um, I like Germany a lot.
Okay,
I like Amsterdam. It, I'm an energy person because I do smoke weed, but people would assume that when I say Amsterdam, it's because of the weed shit. It don't have nothing to do with that. It's just the people there are just it's a vibe, man. Like they don't even look at you as a black dude. You're just American. Everybody out there chilling. It's just a dope vibe. Um, I love Thailand a lot too. The people
okay,
are very nice and the energy
yeah,
super cheap. Your money goes super long, super duper long. If you like nice shit, you can go over there and do it real good over there in Thailand.
absolutely, man, absolutely. So you mentioned with Amsterdam the things that you like, but what about Germany? What are the things that you liked about Germany?
It's the same thing, bro. It's just I don't know. It's just a certain energy there, man. Like only certain places have it. Like Toronto has it too,
Yeah,
where you're just there. It doesn't.
yeah,
You're not like a black man, like a tourist. You're just there as an American, and just people just show love. Like some places are nice, but then people can be rude. Like some people have fantasies about going to Rome and shit like that. Man, they're super rude out there and racist. You know what I mean?
really.
Yeah, bro. They don't even like white people.
In Rome?
Yeah, the Italians are like Africans. How they look at us. You know what I mean? Like they don't. Like how the Nigerian cats. If you call a Nigerian cat an African, he'd be like, "What?" You know what I mean? It's the same type of vibe. Like,
Wow.
mhm. They don't
Wow.
speak no English. They look down on that shit. They look at it like that they're superior to the white folk out there, bro.
Wow. I had no idea, man. I would have thought that I would have thought like with Rome.
They like black women out. The dudes like the black chicks though.
Ah, okay, gotcha. But black men not getting love.
Mm. I mean, you can, but when you travel a lot, you can really compare it to a lot. You know what I mean? Because
I
certain
got
places you don't even have to do that much.
okay. So this just prompted a question, right? So what are some countries that black men would think that would they, like they would actually get love where they actually don't, or that you've experienced?
They love the black man in the Philippines, and they love black culture too. That's the difference between, to me, Thailand and Philippines. Because even though when you're over in Thailand and shit, the women are submissive. In Philippines, they like kind of know what's up. They know the culture. They know the rap music. You know what I mean? All Filipinos be kind of like little hip. They all speak English, so it's a good vibe out there. Um, who else got? Who else do I really like? I like Colombia, bro. I like
Oh
Colombia.
yeah,
I like Colombia because it's hella modern.
yes,
It's hella modern. People think it looks all sketchy and shit. This shit is pretty modern, bro.
yeah. No, it definitely is, man. People who haven't been to Colombia and like they stateside, because I remember when I tell people like, yeah, man, I have a place in Colombia and stuff like that, and they like, oh my god, have you seen Narcos? And I'm like, dude, you know how long ago that was? Like, there's places in Colombia that's built probably even better than some places in the states. Like Medellin, there's a mall, Santa Fe Mall in Medellin. I don't know if you've been there. I mean, you probably have, but like that mall is super dope. And I mean,
The
like,
3-story one.
yes,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's super up to date. And also in Medellin, they also have a subway system, um, and it's better. Well, I mean, it's newish, but like they keep it up to date better than what we in New York. Like in New York, man, and they got like and anyone that's been in New York, they have like the Metro card. It looks like a credit card, but if you use it to swipe so you could get on the train, and they have that too. So they have like the equivalent of that. Like, and it's pretty dope. So, and then Cali, Colombia, very very up to date as well, man. Like, as you mentioned, Colombia is modern. People think that these countries are like third world countries, and people just living in like huts and stuff like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, like there's some areas where probably way out in the like country where some people are living like that. But when you go to these cities or suburbs, these people are living pretty comfortable.
Hmm.
Let me I see a super chat, and I'm gonna get to some of these comments here. Um Shout out to my man the Art of Will. He says Rome was basic, but Florence was fire. Have you been to Florence?
Nah, I plan on going though.
Okay, okay. All right. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Yeah, he mentioned the static. Shout out to my man Stevie Passport Strengthen. It says, "What's up, Kings and Dreams? What's up with you, brother? Wouldn't mind hearing the good news from the brother. Not only is he a passport king, but such a certified world traveler, but also about him being an author as well. Yeah, man. Yeah, Afi has a lot of information, man. A lot of information. So I know I'm gonna be having him on the channel. Definitely again soon. Let's see. Put a very low volume music to counter. Oh, I got it. Let me see. Hold on. Let me try to raise this up. All right. That's not too loud for you, right?
No, that's fine.
Okay, perfect. All right. Jay Fleming is in the building. Salute. Bobby's in, checking in, man. I appreciate y'all being here, man. Salute, salute, salute. Greetings, greetings, greetings. I appreciate that, man. You know, yeah, I think that when guys travel, especially black guys nowadays, we travel for a multitude of reasons. Me, I've had my passport since I was 3, so I've been traveling for a very, very long time. But I'm talking about, I don't want to say new age travelers, but guys now they're just like saying, you know what, like I'm gonna get out of here. The United States is too expensive. Um, dating it just isn't working for me here for one reason or another, right? So it's like you get that you go and try to get that clarity of peace. So with you being so well traveled, what are some of the things that you would say to someone that says, "Hey, I'm getting my passport and I want to live a better life." romantically and financially and things of that sort. What are some of the things that you say to some of the brothers that reach out to you?
First off, I got a book on it, so
You just
I tell them to go buy International Keys, bro. That's the one-on-one manual to travel, bro. So we got
international
it.
keys. I love that one, man.
Yeah, we got it. We got it all covered. But one thing I say, man, just book you a one-way flight for one.
Hmm.
Lock yourself in, and for two, don't wait on nobody, man. Sometimes waiting on people will have you waiting forever. Just do the shit, bro. You know that nobody's gonna kill you. Go out there. People don't understand. Just because you go somewhere by yourself, use your people skills. Meet people. The hell,
Hmm.
like just meet people, talk to people, and then you'll meet people. You know what I mean? It's not that big of a deal that just you. Oh, I'm gonna just be walking around by myself. No, just meet people. Not even women, just people. Wherever
Yep.
I go, I always meet people. What's popping out here? What they like to do? Blah blah blah. And then
Yep.
people will tell you things, and it just goes. You know.
Yeah, no, I completely agree, man. I think one of the things that when some people travel, um, they when they see like other Americans, they some people get kind of comfortable hanging out with the Americans, but it's like, how are you going to be able to learn about the country and the culture if you hanging out with the Americans? As you mentioned, like for me, I always make sure I get cool with the locals, right? Hey man, what's going on here? Like if I see a guy at a local bar, man, buy him a beer or something. Hey, tell me about this. Tell me about that. So this way you can learn and understand.
Hmm.
Because if you hanging out, like, let's say I go to Brazil and I see you, know this to you, I'm gonna say what's up, but like I'm gonna want to, get the lowdown from the local Brazilians. And people just people I would say guys, when you're traveling you get too comfortable, and especially you stay like in the main area. So if you stay in like the main area, like you're not really gonna learn much. Because like, okay, like I'm from New York City, right? And that's like, if you stay in midtown Manhattan, you're not really gonna know much about New York City.
Right.
Everybody's seen Times Square on TV. So you just hanging out at the Times Square, you're not really gonna know much about New York if that's what you're trying to do.
Hmm. Yeah. I didn't even realize like the first time I went to New York how it's like each of its own boroughs is like a really like I thought Harlem, for instance, was like a street, like a neighborhood. I didn't know that was actually like a city and shit. You know what I mean?
Well, Harlem, yeah, Harlem is like a section of Manhattan. So like New York City has five boroughs, right? So people say they're from Harlem, but Harlem is Manhattan. It's just a section of Manhattan,
Hmm.
right? But yeah, so you just thought that Harlem was a street? No, it's like I want to say, but Harlem is what, 20
Yeah,
blocks?
because in the Bay Area we do turfs, so you know what I mean. Like,
Oh, okay,
yeah, we do turf.
gotcha. Yeah, but I want to say Harlem is like, I think 20 to 25 blocks, something like that, man. Um, but yeah, I think Prince O's in the building, my guy. Yes, salute, man. Okay, this will be dope. This would be hope to hear from Afi though. Oh, okay, sorry, my fault. He want you to cook. Kings and Dreams, Afi, salute brothers. My man Gil, aka MMA fan, salute brother. I appreciate you for being here, man. You know, what was the first trip that you had taken? First ever.
My first ever trip was to L.A. to see a girl off of MySpace. That was my first time getting on the plane because I used to be scared to fly, so that was like my first trip.
Yeah.
My first trip, like on some island shit, was I went on a cruise to Ensenada, Cali, the island cruise. That was my first
Okay.
like island kind of vibe, you know.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Now, when you're traveling, like, are you more of like an inland person, or are you more like a beach person? I know that you and I discussed this on your channel before. but want my subscribers to know.
I like to chill, bro. I like to be on the beach and stuff like that. Um,
Yeah.
I'll do a stay in the city and all of that, but
Yeah. Okay. So for me, I'm actually more of like an inland person, but then I'll go to the beach, hang out for like a couple of days, go back. And I just I like being in a metropolitan area, or if I'm not necessarily in the heart of the metropolitan area, I like to be near it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah. So
It depends on the vibe and what I got going on too, and
well, that's true. That's true. That's true. But like I was thinking, right, because um like a lot of like a lot of brothers that are newly traveled, like they're going to like Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, which is you got like the beach there. Sao Paulo is more, that's the biggest metropolitan city of all of the Americas actually. So I didn't know if people knew that. I'm sure you probably did, but Sao Paulo is huge. So you got some people that will go to like Sao Paulo, some people that will um, head to Rio. So it's curious to know like what people like, especially like for me, like when I'm doing like consultations, I always ask people like, do you prefer being an inland or are you more of a beach person? Because if you're an inland person, I'm not going to recommend you to go to Cartagena or Colombia. Or if you are a beach person, I wouldn't recommend someone going to Medellin or living out there, becoming an expat. Right. So, due to the fact that you're so well traveled, have you thought about like actually permanently relocating?
I have. I just don't quite know exactly where I want to go. So it's a couple of places that I want to experience, and then I can, I want to mark everything off first, so everything's not marked off.
Right.
So yeah, I definitely did. Right now, I think about Thailand. I think about Africa. Originally, I wanted to go to Ghana, but my guy tells me that no, you got to go to Tanzania, bro. So he keeps telling me that. So he's been there a lot of times, and then I also respect his opinion because he travels a lot too. So I respect his opinion. So Tanzania it is.
I got you. Now, have you been to the continent of Africa before?
Yeah, but I just been to Morocco, and then I went
Ah,
to been to Morocco, and then I went to Cape Verde, Sal, and Priya Islands. Uh,
man.
and then I was gonna go to Ghana, but then I think we changing that one around. So
So tell me about Cape Verde, man, because where I'm at in the states, there's a lot of Cape Verdeans, and man, it's beautiful. So tell me about Cape Verde, man.
hold on, real quick. I'm here, but one thing I will say about that is this Sex Island. That's what for you guys that like that. It's Sex Island. So what I mean by that is, and this was interesting for me to learn because it was interesting for me. Like it's not Sex Island as far as the prostitution goes. It's just as far as the vibe. Like, say if you go somewhere and you meet a nice lady, she'll probably want to stay with you or some shit. There, it's like women will hook up with you and act like they don't know you afterwards. Like it's kind of crazy. It's like I don't know.
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to wait till you come back because I want to make sure that my viewers like watch it now or watch later catch that one. So
Yes, it's Sex Island, bro. Like sex is like getting candy. People don't. It's like regular. It doesn't matter to people. So
okay, so
it's not like
is that anywhere?
you can
Sorry, is
have
that
sex with a girl and then she could just leave you alone. She's not like, ooh, I want to come over here, or ooh, let me try to get some money. Like they don't care. Until
oh
he broke it down to me though, he's like, yeah, this is Sex Island. because I thought it was interesting. I didn't. It was hard for me to understand. I didn't understand it at first.
Yeah. So okay, now is this everywhere in Cape Verdean or is this like a specific area?
No, this is It was It was Sal Island.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So
Yeah,
you,
Sal Island is where Sal Island is where it goes down.
I gotcha. So it's not red light. So it's just like you meet a woman, she's attracted to you. Hook
Yeah,
up.
it's not the red light. It's just out. It's just
Yeah.
and then a lot of the white girls go there to sleep with the African cats too. So you'll see a lot of white girls walking around looking to hook up.
Ah, okay. And are they coming from the States or where they coming from?
Yeah, they're coming from all over. They come from the States.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because Cape Verdean, like as I mentioned, near like where I'm at, there's a lot of them around, and that's like shooting up higher like up on my bucket list. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, so I haven't met too many like other brothers who travel. Like usually, like the people that I talk to either are from there, but not someone who's actually traveled there. So I know when somebody like is from there, like they're gonna give you the lowdown, but they may give it to you a little bit biased because that's the home country, right?
Right.
Yeah. So I wanted someone who could give like an objective who's not Cape Verdean. Gotcha.
No. It's a trip out there. Like it's different. And then like when I was in Priya, you see a lot of successful black people there. It's cool to see.
Okay. Gotcha, man.
Yeah, they got their shit together in big, nice, big ass houses and shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice, man. I love that, man. I love that. Let me just get to the super chat. Morningside Heights is the white Harlem. Alright, let's see. Iceberg, shout out to Iceberg checking in. King Taffy. Yep, 80% success rate, bro. Salute, man. Cape Verde, man. Yeah, I gotta get myself over there.
I did a good. If you go to my channel, I did a good, pretty vlog. It's called Africa Vlog Energy Gang. I check it out.
Yes, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
You can see a lot of the stuff too. I went over by the beach. I showed the houses. It was a good one.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. What year was that you went?
I want to say 21.
Oh, okay. So this is recent. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely.
Because it wasn't last year. Last year I was somewhere else. It was 21.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check that out, man. I'm gonna definitely check that out. You know, there is another video that I wanted to share. It's a clip. It's you, my guy Alpha Villains. You guys are speaking with you mentioned Austin Holloman, right? And you guys are talking about the reasons why guys are going abroad. And after I watch this clip, I want to hear your feedback on is there anything that guys can do or women can do to maybe fix things or things just a wrap. But let me just share this video really quick. Let me know when you guys can hear it.
A lot of guys are on this travel way. Let me go to Colombia, let me go to Brazil. Those women are better. It is true. But the point that I want to make, see, when you see these stories, these guys are being fed up and going. Yeah, I want to talk about the top 5 reasons that they out the U.S. These cats be thinking that they having dimes out here, bro, and they don't even know it.
So I would say number 1, after you go outside of the country, you realize the women here that are tens are actually like at the best like an eight, just off of physical appearance. If you add their personality in there, that'll drop them down another point or two. And this is the most obvious thing that you would get outside the United States that you're not going to get as much here is a greater access. I'm not saying there's no access to beautiful women here, but a greater access to beautiful women. Meaning that for every 10 women you run into in Brazil, 7 of them are going to be beautiful. And you're going to have a greater access to feminine women. And as we know that, at the most, 1 in every 10 women here is now
masculine.
What are your thoughts on that?
It's true, man. I mean, I'm not saying you can't get a good woman here, but it's just. I mean, you know what? I take that back. I take that back. It all depends on what you want. Um, because guys are saying like submissive and shit. That's like new stuff. And I'm be real. Like guys, that wasn't their number one go to thing at first.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you kind of hear that more recently now. Guys, well, she got to be submissive. That's some new shit. Dudes would be saying she got to be fine, she got to be pretty. That was more like man. So it depends. You know what I mean? Like some guys, they just want eye candy. They might be a little breaded up, a little older. They not tripping on how many times they call daddy. They just want something to sex them good, look good, so or whatever. So it depends on what you want, man. It depends on what you want. We don't all want the same shit. You know, I don't want to get married. Some of you players may want to get married. So, um,
Now would you get married in a different country?
I just don't really see the benefit of it. I'm not one of those super in love type of guys. You know what I mean? I don't have no kids. Maybe if I had kids, I would want to marry the person who I had kids with, just so we can have some for real family shit. But I just don't see the benefit of it. You know what I mean? I'm about to be 50. Like, you know, like we get married, it can last forever or it can't. Like, I don't, you know, I don't see that as something that makes me feel more complete. You know, if I find a woman I love and we rock out and I'm not fucking with nobody else, cool. You know.
Okay, so what about for like business reasons? Because some people get married for business reasons, tax exemptions and things of that sort.
Yeah, bro. If you get rich and you single, bro, you ain't got to worry about tax exemptions and shit. You already up, bro. That just sound like some discount ass shit, bro. That I'm a son. That sound like some discount ass shit. Let me figure out a way to save a couple. Let me sign over my life so I can save a couple of dollars. Nah, bro, that ain't good enough.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
Yeah, like I said, it'd be different if I was already in a relationship with somebody who, for 10 years, we had 2 kids. We were trying to figure it out. Like, I'm not
Mhm.
hopping in love, just tying a knot like that, bro. No.
I feel you. I feel you. Let's see. CB Passport Strengthen says, so Afi, what is the name of the book you wrote this time? I wouldn't mind getting it and reading it. I'm sorry, reading your book one of these days. Hey, so CB, by the way, what I did do, I actually pinned Afi's website to the top of the chat. So you can actually click the link, and then it has the link to all of his books. But
Yeah, bro.
yeah, so
I can't.
sorry,
I
go
got.
ahead.
I got a stack, bro. I can't even. You
Hold on,
know, I
let me
can't
make you
just tell
big.
you about one, bro. I got a lot of them.
So yeah, so I think what he's asking for,
When you
CB, correct
want.
me if I'm wrong. I think he's talking about the most recent book that you wrote.
He ain't talking about that because the most recent book I got is about how to write a book, and I know that ain't what he referencing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, my last 2 books is uh so you want to be a content creator and how to write a book in 2 weeks or less. They're my last 2 books.
So you can write a book in 2 weeks or less?
Yep.
Wow. Interestingly, right? Because I remember when I did the interview with you, and I probably could be talking about that right now in the background. And you asked me when I was gonna write a book, and I think I said like a few years. So you're saying I can write a book in 2 weeks?
Yeah, because it's just like It's just like saying you can pass the video game with the cheat codes. I'm the cheat code. So yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That was that I'm doing it over and over and over again. So it becomes easy, you know,
Yeah,
especially when you like doing it.
that's true. I mean, like you have that creative spirit, and the thing is, what I've been doing, and I haven't read your book yet, but
I do
what I
got a free ebook though.
huh?
I got this a free ebook. This one. Tell them you can hit me up on Instagram, and I'll send you the link to download this one. This one free.
What's that one? I'm sorry.
International King. It's
Oh,
just
okay.
travel tips. Travel tips. We got this. There's a lot of stuff, bro. And this is different than the stack that I showed you before.
Yeah.
That's over there on the table. So it's what I like to do. I like it. That's the best way I can explain it. This is another good one. Success. This is a good one. It's a nice fat book. That's another one that I like. But the one that I like is this. This whole series. You see how this is all dark?
Yeah.
It's like helter skelter type shit. This is dark shit. But
Yeah.
this what I like. You know what I mean? So that's not everybody's preference.
Right.
Some people are like, I don't care about that dark shit. I want to fuck bitches. So that's what I mean. So,
I feel you, man. I feel you. I feel you, man. What would you say? What would you say is one of the things that you have noticed from men nowadays? Because I was on your live stream. You did a quick live stream yesterday, and one of the things that I heard you say, and I actually completely understand where you're coming from when you were talking about like the RP space. When it first started, it was really supposed to be about having great ideas, building each other up, but now it's just guys are just bashing women, and it's just really just men just being like upset. And is there a way that things can change that?
no, there's not, bro. I was thinking that there was for a long time, but it's not, bro. Just in life, bro. Some people just gonna get it, and some people just not, bro. And I'm past the point where I used to try to get people to get it. I'm over it, bro. If you ain't up on it, then hey, you miss out on a good time. Then you know what I mean. Whatever.
Right, right, right. The third video that I wanted to play. This is a video of you. It looks like it was one of your Patreon subscribers,
Mm.
and he was talking about how how not to be how to bounce back from a toxic relationship. And I guess he was talking about like how not to be like angry at women and things of that sort. Let me play
Right.
this.
Yo, what's going on? This is Afi Kingdom, and this video is a Patreon request via email. So I'm gonna go ahead and read it to you. My man V says he's transitioning from being an angry dude against women to having a positive vibe. Just wanted to know if there's any protocol you have for self-love and having that negative attitude regarding women. By the way, I already feel a drastic change in this area. Just want to dig deeper with the mental side of it. Okay, so let me look. Okay, so my man wants to transition from being an angry dude against women and he wants to have a positive vibe. Yeah, this is what I will say, bro. I want you to focus on your good experiences with women. A lot of times we tend to fixate on the negative things and letting us push forward with a negative vibe and a scarcity vibe to where we don't want to let all of us out there because we're scared of being hurt. because we done been hurt before. But there has been positive experiences. Think about the positive experiences that you have, and think about what you learn from it. Stop thinking about the mistakes and the regrets. That's the issue. The issue is you're thinking about your mistakes, your regrets, and I'm pretty sure you obsessing over them. Focus on the positive things. Even men who haven't had success with women still have positive experiences with women. They just don't have positive experiences with the women they desire. So focus on the positive experiences you have with women and figure out how you can repeat that. Just like the championship, right? They figuring out who to get, who to trade for, because they figuring out how to repeat success. So you just repeat success by thinking about your positive experiences. That's the first thing. Second thing is focus on something else other than women. That's going to benefit you in the long run. You feel me? That can be health. That could be smoking. I need to work on my smoking. I still ain't stopped smoking. I still get the green box, but I'm work in progress. I take accountability. I don't like to do it, but that's just what it is. You know, we work in progress. So focus on the positive experiences you have with women, and then find something else to focus on. As far as what was the other question? Real quick, as far as the side note, you feel a drastic change. You want to dig deeper into the mental side of it. Okay, so dig deep. Just you do just that. You can't focus and dig into the deeper side of yourself and trying to get girls at the same time, bro. You gotta do one thing at a time. All right. So pick one. Which one is more important for you? Then you work on that one. Then once you get the other one down, you're gonna have some confidence from being successful with this goal, and you're gonna move it over with this goal. So that's the answer to your question. If you guys need a video, anybody watching this video, you have your own situation, you need some advice, hit me up on Patreon, send me an email at Dominance Mindset Raw Game, and we'll chop game and I'll lace you. Like, share, subscribe.
All right. I thought that was excellent advice. One of the things that
Guy is expert level. That was a lot of advice for 4 minutes.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. No, it was. It absolutely was, man. It absolutely was.
That's efficient.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was, man. It was. I will say that. One of the things that I picked out towards the end, where you told him like, "Hey, are you trying to better yourself or are you trying to find a woman?" You can't do both at the same time, and that's true. And a lot of men, and a lot of men do that because they want to try, they want to better themselves, but they want to go after a woman, and it's like once you complete the transition of bettering yourself, it's actually going to be fundamentally easier for you to get a woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and even if you do juggle it, let's say for instance you do, it's still slowing the process down.
Yes, right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It is going to slow the process down because if you're heavily focused on building yourself up, then once you get to that point where you say, okay, you know what, I'm good with this, then I can say, hey, you know what, like, all right, let me see if I can find a good woman. Let me get to some more of these comments really quick. I don't get mad at women. I just drop jokes. Sir Yedis is in the building. He says, being angry at women is like being mad at a dog for being a dog. Female nature is crazy. Sir Yedis again. Men need to wake up and smell the coffee. It's 2023. Traditionalism is dead in the West. We got to move different now.
Yeah. A lot of people are having problems accepting the new way, and because you know why? Because they're always finding exceptions, but there's always exceptions. But what about my cousin? They don't, you just found love. Like, all right, bro, you can always find exceptions, but it's still harder to do, bro.
Right. Exactly. I agree. Yeah, and that's the thing because people always talk about outliers. Like they say, "Oh, my cousin didn't do this," or "My brother," or somebody, and it's like, okay, but you know what? Like overwhelmingly, the majority is going to like you can't talk about the minority when we see what the majority is doing, right? Let's see. Okay, for June.
CB passport. Just send me a message. I send you a book, bro. It ain't no problem. I got books I could give you, bro. It ain't no problem.
Yes, sir. Let me see.
Is that QB and he changed his name, or is this a completely different person?
No, that's a completely different person.
Oh, okay. No, because it seemed like it's like he changed it around. Like I said, a QB CB passport strengthened, flexing.
Yeah, nope. That's
Yeah.
yeah. Those are two different guys. And at first, before I didn't really know QB like that well. I thought it was him, like just on two different like pages, but no, it's actually two different people.
Yeah, okay.
Afi, I understand what you did. And wrote and released a lot of books though. That I see that. Yeah, man, you got a ton of
I
books.
got 10 popping right now. I'm working on.
Yeah, well, shoot, man, if you could write a book in 2 weeks, I see.
Well, see the thing is, bro, is I be already knowing what I want to write and talk about before I start. See,
I
a lot of
see.
people they want to write a book and they sit down. Okay, so what's the first thing? Like I know everything before I even start.
I got you. I got you.
Obviously, you fill in little small details here and there, but I never I've never had to sit down and be like, okay, so what now? Like
Yeah,
that's how come I be getting my covers first because when I see the cover of a book, I get to see the complete. It's like I get to see the car with the paint job, and then I just work on the inside.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
I got you, man. I mean, I think that that's a talent in itself, man, because I have not. I mean, you're actually the first person that I've heard to say I could write a book in 2 weeks. Maybe 2 months, but 2 weeks. That's man.
Yeah.
That's next level right there, dog.
Yeah, you get better at it. You know, just like
Mhm.
when you go to Chuck E. Cheese and you shoot the little basketball things. If you sit there for 24 hours, you're gonna be able to hit the motherfuckers without looking. You know.
That's true. That's true. Um, Will says the thing is people mistake jokes for being angry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get you. Um, oh, these guys talking to each other. Okay. Marty McFly is in the building. What's up, Marty?
What's up, my man Marty?
Yeah, man. Marty, check out Marty McFly's channel. I know recently Marty McFly was out there in Medellin holding it down. Had some nice models there, man. So shout out to you, Marty. Yeah, Marty be having those receipts and legit receipts too, man. So salute.
Marty been around for a minute too.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that he's been around for a minute. I want to
I
say
met Marty like 4 or 5 years ago.
oh, okay. Yeah, I'm. Yeah, I got privy of him maybe about 6 7 months ago. I was on my.
Back when Solo TV used to stream, way back, way back.
I don't even know who Solo TV is.
Oh no, oh,
Well, but the thing is, like, I'm new to this
he
YouTube.
just came back. He was gone for a while. I don't know why he was gone for a while. He just came back. Maybe I don't know. Maybe about 2 months ago. Maybe.
Okay, yeah. So like with YouTube, like I started in July of 2021. So I'm like almost 2 years in. So I'm still. This is my sophomore year, man.
Mm-hmm.
I got you, man.
It's changed for sure.
Word. Said yes, sir. Check out Marty's channel. Yes, absolutely, guys. Check out his channel for sure, man. Back in the days, damn, it's been a while. Yep. Yes, absolutely, guys. Make sure that you guys subscribe to Afi's YouTube channel and also subscribe to Marty McFly's channel, man. Yeah, Afi be you be doing like impromptu lives, man. I love it though.
Yeah, because I got to because if I'm in podcast mode for too long, I don't get to be by myself. I'm ratchet. I talk hella shit, bro. Not like how that video you just seen.
Yeah, no, I know you got different styles, man. So it's all good, bro. It's all good, man. One of the things that I did want to talk to you about, because I know we are at the 1 hour mark. I did want to ask you about your thoughts on dating domestic between dating abroad. I know one of the things you and I have spoken about offline. I know that you've had international relationships and things of that sort, right? So,
Yeah.
what would you say are some of the benefits and maybe some of the watchouts with dating internationally as opposed to domestically?
If I'm dating a woman internationally, just assume she cheating. Even if she not, don't get wrapped up on how exclusive she is because she tell you. Uh,
Hmm.
Another thing that I would say is, if you got a girl abroad, try to get one who don't think they hot, and see a lot of women like even in Colombia, you can come across Colombia women. They can be hot to you, but they're not hot to themselves because they're so much hotter. So if you want to live a comfortable life, find somebody with less ego, and then that way you won't have spend a lot of time trying to battle of authority of who's the baddest bitch. You feel me?
You know what? That's excellent. That's excellent advice. And one of the things that I did want to chime in on, because you mentioned Colombia, right? Because there's so many beautiful women in Colombia. Like to us, we could think like she's like an 8, but to the average Colombian over there, she could be maybe like a 4 or 5. She's just average, right? But we like, man, she fine because there's so many fine women over there. So I think that that's an excellent example that you said there, right? So I'm even going to take it a step further. Like, guys, don't pander, because when you pander, you also give leverage. Like, you know, you see some of the content creators is also I'm also going to be doing some reality show breakdown and stuff. And some of the guys on the reality show, they're like, "Oh my God, she's so beautiful," and things of that sort. And these guys turn into the 6. You lose your leverage when you do that.
Yeah, you gotta act like you've seen one before, man.
Yes, absolutely, completely agree with that. Let me see what Marty says. Oh, okay, okay, you guys are talking to each other.
Which is always good camaraderie.
Oh yeah, for sure, man, for sure. All right, so let me ask you this, man. You have a couple of big events that you're going to be a part of.
Yeah.
In September, you're going to be in Las Vegas with Mr. Lucario. Then also you're going to be with Miles and a couple of other people. But I know you're going to be one of the guest speakers there for Game Theory, and I think it's part 2.
Yeah, Gang Kings Part Two. I'm really
Game,
excited about
Game
the
King part
documentary
2.
too.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I said I'm really excited about the documentary because that's the type of content that I like. So it's gonna be cool to see myself
Yeah.
on the shit that I like to watch.
Right. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. It's gonna be dope, man. And then October, you are actually going to be in Miami for the CME. And what does the acronym stand for?
Conference of Masculine Excellence.
Okay. Absolutely, man. So you got 2 big events that you're gonna be doing. So some people may be familiar, but shout out to Donovan Sharp that has that event every year. My man Dan Sparks said he went there last year. He said he had a great time. So I'm excited for you, man. You're going to be on some big platforms,
Yeah,
and yeah. So I know you're going to be on some other big platforms down there. But once the time gets closer, I know you could talk about that on your own
yeah,
for sure,
yeah. I
man.
look forward to it. Like people don't. I'm more of a personal speaker and motivator than I am a dating coach. To be honest with you, just You know, that's just what I started off.
What would you say is the difference?
Everything that I talk about is mindset first, bro. I just finesse it with bitches and shit. It's if you could go to anything I ever created, it's still gonna go back to this.
Yeah, that's true. That's
But
true.
I can't make videos talking about get a better mindset. They don't. People ain't gonna want to see that. You know what I mean? So you know, even like the one we just looked at, all that's about changing your emotions. The one about that with the girls, it's about change your perspective and the law of attraction. See, the thing is, man, and not to get all like I don't want to be conceited or nothing, but
No, go ahead. Do your thing, though.
well, no, but just like sometimes y'all hear me, like I be telling y'all deep concepts that y'all don't know deep because I be saying it so simple. Like some of the shit that I'll kind of tell you, it may have took me 7, 8 years to figure out. But I'm just telling you it like it's just like regular stuff, but it's just for real. Like, you know. Just breaking down those things. Like you'll see it, but you don't really know what's going on. You just hear me saying it, but like no. I can break down every little thing. It all comes everything it all comes down back to the mind, no matter what it is. At least with me, you know. Well, at least with me, I can only speak for myself. Everybody's different, but
Well, do you think do you think that maybe sometimes it flies over people's head because you say things so casual?
yeah, most definitely. You know, it is what it is. You know, like I can give you an assessment of a trip for 2 weeks in 2 minutes. You know what I mean? So
Right.
just knowing how to break things down. That's a part of the process as far as books. You know.
I agree with that. I agree with that. You know, because
Like this. Like let me show you something. Like for instance,
okay,
this
go
is
ahead.
the prime example about books. So let's see this. This is a series. One, two, three. Where the other one at? Four. Where the other one at? Missing one. There, the other one. Like this. This really it's two more to this. This really like one book, but it's broken down into chapters. I want how I want you to learn it. This is the inner game first. Then this is the goal planning. Then this comes the part where I teach you through my failures, where I had to learn from experience when I could got put up on game. Then we talk about the relationships, if you want to build a family, things of that stuff. Then we talk about sex. You know what I'm saying? And then the first one of that one is uh what is it? Keys to masculinity. So before learning all of that, you have to understand what a man is first. You know, so it's broken down for you to learn. Yeah, see? If you look like Big Pun, you're going to crush a lot with Game Alone in 2050. You know? So yeah, man. Shit, they all these books intertwine too. That's why it's like similar concepts intertwine with each other. Like this one of my favorite ones. I like that one. This is the new one.
Hold on,
This,
really quick. Hold on, really quick. Will, I just want to shout you out for the super chat. Appreciate that. I'm sorry. Can you show that again?
oh, this one. See. The theme of it is
Oh, the
basically
content creator. Yes, yes.
right. This the YouTube shit, and then this is the Instagram shit. So they all themed to what? See?
Yeah.
Then this is the book one. That's the
Okay.
book one. So yeah, I got you covered.
I need those. I need those two, and the international one. I need those three.
Oh, this one. I seen you this one on audio, man. No problem. This is about. This one's about building worldwide rotations. I got this one. You can get this one free on ebook. It's on my community tab somewhere. You know, I just like to write, bro. Like I said, the money and stuff is cool, but it's just what I
Yeah.
like to do, bro. See, you go part two, and all this shit is like paying. It's all paying homage to my childhood by making a point at the same time. I love Arnold Schwarzenegger, obviously. See,
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
educator. He's in the
The
series.
Terminator.
This is when he was on some predator shit, chasing booty like a freaking predator. This is on some shit where correcting your mistakes, shit that fucked up, shit that happened to me. I'm talking about it, and I'm going back in time to fix it, just like the movie. It should all be connecting, bro.
Man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. I love, I like the way how you layer your books out, man, and um, you how you are able to put a message out, right? And you can't just necessarily be direct with it because the thing is, people may not necessarily want to hear your directiveness, but you're able to put it into a story and drop those seeds and
Yeah.
let the seeds grow. I
Look
see
at
what
this.
you're doing, man.
This is a children's book about the history of architecture in California, right? Pretty
Hold on.
decent sized book.
Nice. Yeah.
Do you think I thought I was gonna sell a lot of these? No. I like to do it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't expecting that shit to go number one to the top of the charts for sure. You know, but it's just it makes me happy, so that's why I do it.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So you have some. So is it fair to say that you have some books that you write just for you, and then books that you actually write, because you wanna be able to get your point across to the audience. Like
Yeah,
some books.
I definitely do shit for myself.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I
That's what.
mean,
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
well, I mean it's for myself, but it's still like this, like facelift. This is a book, a children's book about sculpting and shit, bro. But the metaphor is, see, like this is my first time. The first time I sculpt, this is the first time I came up. You see that I can do, you
Yep.
know what I'm saying? And it's about the art of consistency and dedication. So I take you through my journey of teaching myself. So this shit ain't got nothing to do with no hoes or nothing like that, bro. You know? And then so it just journeys the whole thing,
Right.
you know? And then you get to get better and better and better and better. And you gotta take you with me. So shit that I like, monetize my habits, and then there are. It ain't got to be a lot of cats that's in art, but the ones that's in the art, I got something for their ass. You know.
Right. I got you, man. I got you, man. What's next? What's next for you, man? Because
Um,
I know you got a lot of projects. You said the game theory documentary is coming out part two. But like, what is the things that Afi aspires to do and is going to be working on for 2023 and beyond, man?
um, I got 10 books I'm working on. I'm gonna try to drop them before the end of the summer. I started them on them all. I just haven't finished none of them. So I'm gonna try to get those out. Um, and then I want to start my. I want to get my sculptures into a museum or airport. That's another goal of mine that I want to do this year. I wanted to get my books in the prison system, so I did that. I want to host my own event, bro. Like the ones I'm going to, I want to host my own. So maybe I'll get inspired or get some more ideas when I go to these two. But I want to host my own event and make it annual. You know what I'm saying? The players cruise, where I want to just get the people together on the cruise, content creators, and we could just shoot content, kick it, go on the excursions together, and then have a little speaking part. You know what I mean? For maybe 4 or 5 of us, just rock the mic real quick. That's what I want to do.
Nice. Nice, man. I think you putting together your own event would actually be really really good, man. I like. Well, one of the things that I've always liked and respected about you is that you have this creative mind and a really creative mind, and I mean a lot of people do. But the thing is that you're able to tie different things into what you do. Like you're able to travel, and there are some dating coaches that were saying, I don't want to say hating, but like they were kind of deterring guys from trying to go abroad. You've been abroad, you've been traveling, so you know like the difference between dating internationally as opposed to domestically, right? So you were never really on that time. You just really wanted people to just have the mindset. regardless of where you're dealing with a woman, you have to have a strong mindset, and that's one of the things that I've always respected about you.
Appreciate that, brother. I really do.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
for sure. You know what I mean? So, as I mentioned, I have pinned the link to Afi's website at the top of the chat. So definitely check him out. Books. You see, he got books galore, man. He got textbooks, man. You
Yeah,
know,
they be thinking they be thinking I be gassing the number and shit because people just know about the popular ones. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody knows Conversations with the Mind, Down His Mindset. Certain ones people know, but people don't know about shit like just random shit. People don't know. You know what I mean?
this dude still showing books, man. Go ahead.
Oh, I just show you just a soft stack, another
Oh
one.
no, you good?
You know, but I got them all on the shit. It's just all over, all over the fucking place. That's the thumbnail, and it's still. So you guys hit me up on Instagram. I'll send you a free book. I give you a choice. I'm gonna just make you review some shit. So hit me up. I send you Dominance Mindset of a King, my most popular book. And yeah, if you need a consultation, the website is dominancemindset.org.
Yep.
And
Yeah, I
then
got that
obviously
pinned.
subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm on there. The last video I'm on there talking to like 7 girls. They talking hella shit to me. So y'all want to see me get cooked? Y'all go over there to the channel and see.
You know what? I don't think you. I don't think you get cooked, man. I think you actually cooked them, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's just my expert level clickbait, and I know what they want to see from me. It's about promotion, man. That's
Absolutely, man. I get it, man. Yeah, man. Thank you so much for being on here, man. I appreciate your time, brother. And we will definitely connect soon, man.
All right,
Salute,
man. I
brother.
appreciate you. Appreciate everybody in the chat for listening. Y'all tap in with me, send me a message. If you got a book, or make sure you review the books, because a lot of times y'all like to review the books in my fucking DMs. Right? Just copy that shit and put it to where it matters. I want to see it, but I'm just saying, like, I
Yeah.
got a book that's sitting on no comments, but people tell me about it. Just go to the review part.
Right.
Just put the stars. I don't care about how elaborate you say shit is. Just the star shit is like the comments for YouTube, bro. It's the same shit.
Right. Because that's gonna help drive traffic.
hmm But
Gotcha.
yeah, man, y'all have a good evening. I'll talk to you. We'll talk on the back end, my brother.
Oh yeah, man. Yes, sir. All right, so I'm about to close out, guys. Hope that you all enjoy the 4th of July weekend, and salute to y'all. Stay purposely purposeful. Out of here. Peace.